Every child deserves love. Every child deserves protection. Every child deserves to be safe from significant harm. But for the case of a 5-year-old Janiya Russell, the place, the home that should have been her safe sanctuary, became a scene of an unimaginable tragedy. Her story is very heartbreaking, but at the same time, it carries a powerful lesson for you and I as parents. So today, we'll be sharing Janiya's story, and we will share it not just to remember her, but also to help us prevent another innocent life from being lost. Janiya was a very bright, energetic, and a loving little girl. Just like any 5-year-old, Janiya loved playing with her toys. She loved playing with her bike. She's always laughing. She was very close to those she trusted. But sadly, her young life, her precious life, her sweet life was cut short by the people who were supposed to love and protect her. So Wednesday, the 11th of September 2019, a 23-year-old Shevomia, who was said to be Richard Davis, that is Janiya's father's girlfriend, called 911 at about 7:45 to report that their 5-year-old Janiya was cold and unresponsive. Upon their arrival, it was said that Janiya was laid on the floor, still unresponsive. So they decided to take her clothes off to administer first aid to her. Already they have noticed bruises all over her face. And guess what? You won't believe what they saw on her body. It was so shocking for them to see bruises all over her body and her face. And they kept wondering, was she involved in an accident? Or was she got herself into a fight? And out of curiosity, they asked Chevon, what happened to Janiya and why are there bruises all over her body? And she went, a few days ago, Janiya was involved in a fight with other neighbors in the neighborhood, and I believe that's where she got the bruises from. The parental were like, did you see the children? She said no. Did you knock on your neighbor's door to ask if they saw the children fighting? She said no. Did you call the police? She said no. Did you call any of the security member or agent? She said no. Did you take her to the hospital? She said no. And there and then, Janiya was rushed to Sunrise Children's Hospital, but sadly, she was pronounced dead on arrival. However, due to the bruises all over her face and her body, the hospital decided to carry out proper examination on her. Guys, it will surprise you what they found afterwards. They found bruises on her left eye, on her right eye, her forehead, her lips, her neck, her left and upper arms, her left and right upper leg, including her abdomen. She had tears in the inner surface of her lips, and there were bruises all over her back, including severe laceration to her liver. They also found out that 3 of her ribs were broken. Also, there was a tear inside and outside her genitals. They found sperm in her fingers and her vagina, and the cause of her death was said to be blunt force trauma and homicide. So in one of Shevon's statements, when asked what happened to Janiya, she said she put her in the bathtub at night before bed and left her. And then when she came back to turn the water off, she saw that she was lying on her back and she pulled her out. And then when asked if she was breathing when she pulled her out, she said she doesn't know and that she thought Janiya was just kidding. That was why she laid her down in their couch and then she went to bed. And in the morning, she was awake. Janiya was still lying on their couch. The truth is, the first statement she gave were full of inconsistency with everything she said. Although the police were able to get as to what happened to Janiya before and after she pulled her out of the battle, and she also confirmed that Janiya's father wasn't home when the incident happened. This is getting interesting, right? I know you may be wondering, where is her biological mom? Well, reports had it that her mom woke up one fateful day and decided to call the social services that she was not fit to raise Janiya. So the social services took Janiya to foster care, and after a while, her father was contacted, and then the father took full custody of her. It was also said that Janiya alleged that her father touched her inappropriately anytime he came visiting before he finally took custody of her. Also, his father confessed to the police that he used belt on her buttocks before asking her to stand in a corner for 30 minutes just because she removed the diaper of the 2 little girls he and Shevon were babysitting. And this was just few days before the incident happened. So when the police asked the dad, did Janiya ever mention to you about being sexually assaulted? He said no, but she had always wanted to say something to me, and also she would always wake up at night with a real deep sweat. However, Shivon, who still to date refused to confess to the police or to tell the police what happened or what she did to Janiya, was charged with 1 count of murder and 6 counts of child abuse, including neglect, while his father Richard was asked to go home and plan his daughter's funeral. For a year later, remember, a sperm was found on Janiya's finger and genitals, right? So the DNA test that was carried out found that it was his father's sperm. When upon that, he was arrested immediately and was charged a 1 count of murder and 6 counts of child abuse, including neglect. Dear parents, this tragedy brings up critical parenting lessons that all mothers, fathers, and guardians must take seriously. First is, pay attention to your child's behavioral changes. Many a times, children don't always have the words to say when they feel unsafe. However, their behavior speaks volumes. If a child suddenly becomes withdrawn, fearful, or anxious around someone, do not ignore it. Their safety should be more important to you than any so-called relationship. Secondly, believe in your child. If a child tells you they feel uncomfortable or unsafe around someone, please take it seriously. Children rarely lie about their fears, so you ignoring their concerns can have devastating consequences. Another is watch out for physical and emotional signs of abuse. Unexplained bruises, sudden mood swings, sudden nightmares, or fears of being alone with a specific person. All of these are red flags. Never trivialize them or think to just being a child. It's always better to investigate and be wrong than to ignore and regret. Dear parents, who you allow around your child matters a lot. Before introducing a new partner, a new friend, or whoever into your child's life, take time to truly know them. Watch out how they interact with your child. Are they patient? Do they show genuine care? Remember, love is not always about how someone treats you. It's also about how they treat your child. I'll say, Janiya's story is tragic, but her memory should not be in vain. So I encourage every parent to take their role as a protector seriously. The truth is, we live in a world where not everyone who smiles at your child has good intentions. Let's honor Janiya by making sure no other child suffers the same fate. And if you suspect a child is being mistreated, whether they are your child or not, please speak up. And if you're in a position to protect a child, do it. Because no child should ever have to fear the people that are meant to love them. And again, keeping children safe is you and I responsibility. So guys, what do you think about Janiya's story and everything that happened to her? Do you think every adult in her life failed her? And so what do you think about the dad taking full custody of a child he knew nothing about? You share all your thoughts down in the comment section. And please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so for more videos like this. And in my next video, I'll see you then. Bye bye.